Yeah, I already posted this meme on my Instagram. Leaked copy of tonight's questions. Questions for Zohran Mamdani. Second televised debate. Confidential and not for public distribution. Do you support Israel? Do you support Israel's right to exist? Do you support Israel's right to exist as a Jewish state? Do you support Israel in a house? Do you support Israel with a mouse? Do you support Israel in a box? Would you support Israel with a fox? Would you ever give Israel up? Would you ever let Israel down? Support Israel tonight? Support Israel tonight, Queen? Why do you hate Israel? Like the tremendous amount of enmity towards Israel, and also by way of Israel, Jews, because Israel is often falsely conflated with Jews, is inevitable at this point. It's like how SJWs or like leftists leaned into the memes that they are actually annoying woke scolds, right? They were like, no, you don't understand. This is who I am. Like, Republicans are not memeing about ridiculous, hysterical woke people. I am the ridiculous, hysterical woke person. And it feels like sometimes people who defend Israel lean into the dual loyalty tropes. Like, they're like, no, you don't understand. It's not like it's real. It's dual loyalty is happening, is the way that they operate sometimes. And I'm like, how the do you do this? Like, do you not have any care or consideration for your fellow Jews in America? Okay. And speaking of which, the video that comes in my mind is the one lady. The video that comes to my mind is that one lady that was like yelling at Zohran in the middle of the street or something. And Spectrum, I guess, considered it to be newsworthy. You know the video I'm talking about, chat? You cooked Ted in the basketball. Did he actually show the full tapes? Yeah, this. Max Blumenthal says, it's refreshing to see an American Zionists acknowledge that even their local political decisions are not based on concerns with the community in which they live, but on the well-being of a foreign apartheid state engaged in genocide. Okay? Like, Spectrum News released this like newsworthy footage. Let's see.
You lose the election because you do not support Israel enough. You lose the election.
New Yorkers.
Pix 11 on New York City mayoral campaign trail. Voters tell Mamdani New York City has the most Jews in the population of the country.
We're looking closely at his record, including his stance on Israel.
New York has the most Jews of the country.
He's still new to make.
It's like, you're going to lose this race because you don't support Israel enough is so psychotic. It's so psychotic. Like, even from a silly perspective, like, imagine being like, you're going to lose this election because you don't support Lithuania. Okay? Like, put any other country in this equation. You don't support Italy enough. You're going to lose this election. Everyone will be like, what are you saying? New York City has a ton of Italians. You know what I mean? Probably more Italians than Jews in New York City, right? More Italian Americans than Jewish Americans. By the way, Jewish Americans are not Israeli either. Make no mistake. They're Americans from numerous different parts of the planet. Certainly not Israel, considering that Israel's only been around for 77 years. Okay? That's why I don't even like the Jews in diaspora narrative. Like, the idea that, like, they are supposed to be in Israel, but they're simply stuck in diaspora. No, they're American. Shut the fuck up. But, like, it's additionally psychotic when you're... It's additionally psychotic when you talk about a country that is literally doing an ethnic cleansing campaign. Like, you have to support this country doing an ethnic cleansing campaign. And on a good day when it's not doing an ethnic cleansing campaign, it's literally an apartheid, a Jewish supremacist apartheid. Like, you have to support them. That is insane. Yeah, I saw this. Voice of Rabbis agrees with me. Targeting Jewish voters based on their stance towards a foreign country has nothing to do with protecting Jewish rights. Judaism is our religion, not a political loyalty test to Israel. Stop conflating Jewish identity with Zionist nationalism. Campaign mailer targeting Jewish voters by pro-Cuomo super PAC. Fix the City says Mamdani rejects Jewish rights for refusing to recognize Israel as a Jewish state. And they did the thing where they like tried to make his beard bigger, but they even flubbed that, which is really funny. He still looks hot. Also, given given the way Israeli society looks, like he could be an Israeli Jew. Like there are Israeli Jews that look like this. Okay, the idea that this is like, ooh, scary Muslim guy is extra funny. Yeah, they thickened his beard to make him look scarier. Ooh, so scary. Except he still looks hot. Andrew Cuomo is afraid. Andrew Cuomo is afraid he'll lose, so his donors want you to fear me. His super PAC just sent out a mailer that artificially lengthened and darkened my beard. His blatant Islamophobia, the kind of racism that explains why MAGA billionaires support his campaign. In addition to multiple Trump-backing billionaires, the single largest donor to Cuomo's super PAC is DoorDash, a clear effort to influence labor and street safety regulations. Will they stand by this Islamophobia? The answer is yes, by the way. They did this meme. Yeah, this is...
All of them in their blood packs. Facial hair. There's someone else, North Carolina, that has facial hair. Marty Huggins.
Right?
Why doesn't Marty Huggins answer question? Is he a Taliban or an Al-Qaeda?
Are you kidding me?
Why does Marty Huggins refuse to take a lie detector test?
Oh,
and where exactly was Marty Huggins on 9/11?
bingo. Okay.
There's just too many questions.
Boy, that is solid too. Real solid.
Yes.
I mean, this is... the world we live in is a reality, unfortunately, that like Onion headlines are reflective of the reality that we experience. This is just how it is. Fantastic. Video comp of all the Zohran anti-Semitism, but he's spitting facts. Oh, Canary Mission came out with a video compilation that's 3 minutes and 31 seconds long. One of the beautiful parts about Zohran and the way he carries himself, the way he conducts himself, is that unlike someone like myself who speaks for 10 hours every single day and is oftentimes having contentious conversations, Zohran gets to present himself in a way that is undeniable to liberals, in a way that like he frames himself in a way that I think is appropriate within a liberal framework, even if he has I guess like opinions that others would consider radical because they haven't really examined those opinions hard enough. And that is something that I totally value, which is why whenever they clip Zohran or whenever they present what Zohran is doing as like a negative, it's the coolest thing ever. Yeah, 6 sentences summarizing Zohran's candidacy for mayor of New York City. All three of them, and 3 of them are about his stance on Israel. Mr. Mamdani, 33, is a state assemblyman representing Astoria, Queens, increasingly noted for his rousing viral videos. Mr. Mamdani is a democratic socialist who's pursuing outside the box and expensive proposals to persistent city problems. Oh my God. This is the most negative garbage framework you can have. Like all of the good provisions that would help the working poor in New York City is presented as expensive and too crazy. Okay. He's drawn criticism for his rivals about being unrealistic about financing his policy proposals. Okay, great. Mr. Ramdani has been more outspoken than the other candidates in his criticism of Israel's government. Great. Awesome. He has called Israel's actions in Gaza a genocide. True. Okay, so he says the truth. He has also said the first official primary debate that he believes that Israel has a right to exist as a state with equal rights. Wow. The New York Times actively presenting a state with equal rights as a bad thing. Incredible work, man. Incredible work. Yeah, we hate that. We hate equal rights. Anyway, but what I was saying is like every time you hear about Zohran in the news, they always showcase his like incredible takes, and you are like, because they're so echo chambered, and this is something that happens to me as well sometimes, right? By my haters. When people are so unimaginably echo chambered into believing that their positions are shared by everyone else. And this is particularly damning when it comes to Israel-related issues. They often will present Zohran's positions thinking that other people will also have that negative association and consider it to be radical, when in fact, most people that look at it go, oh, this is awesome. E.L. Jacoby will regularly just present Zohran's campaign ads and will post it as is to be like, look at how bad this is. And then you look at the campaign ad and it's him talking about how like we're going to do affordable grocery stores that are cooperatively owned and operated by the city. And it's like, okay, yeah, no, he's saying that. And that's a good thing. Like this is it. Look, Zohran Mamdani has announced he wants to implement government-owned supermarkets in New York City. He's literally trying to implement communism in New York. New Yorkers need to get out and vote. Okay? To which Crank T. Nelson said, why is this foreign government propagandist who doesn't live here trying to stop New Yorkers from getting more affordable groceries?
Stores.
Like they're just posting his awesome campaign ads and his policies with the false idea that like people will be resentful and disgusted by them or scared by them. Like who the like this is the type of shit you post, and like even there might be even members in your community that look at that and go, okay, I don't really f with Zohran because he's Muslim and that scares me, but honestly, I love the idea of affordable groceries. You know? Yeah. Zohran Mamdani is literally trying to implement communism in New York. A vote for Bart is a vote for anarchy. A vote for Bart is a vote for anarchy. The news was more successfully able to paint MLK in a bad light than they can do with Zohran. They've lost all their sauce. I wouldn't say the news has lost all of its sauce. Don't make that mistake. No, it's certainly still, it's not devoid of motion. Okay? It's not. News media is not devoid of all motion, and therefore you should not be comfortable. You should be door knocking. You should be phone banking. You should be getting all your friends and family to rank Zohran number one. Here's Zohran posting about Cuomo. Cuomo already sounds defeated by Trump's authoritarianism. I will stand up for a city of immigrants because I'm not funded by the very same mega billionaires who put Trump back in the White House.
They're going to send in ICE in New York. They are going to do things that are illegal and unconstitutional. But let's not overreact.
Zohran Mamdani says he's going to be ready to deal with Trump if he gets elected mayor.
What we deserve in this moment is a mayor who can look that authoritarianism in the eye and not see a reflection of themselves. A mayor who has a plan to not just call it what it is, but to stand up and fight back.
Mamdani called for hiring more lawyers to represent immigrants in court.
They're going to send in ICE in New York. They are.
It's so funny that he literally reacted with like, what are you going to do about it? That is hilarious. He sucks so bad. He sucks so bad. Oh. All right, let's see Canary Mission and how they're presenting Zohran as a dangerous radical.
Pro-Hamas activists are fueling unprecedented levels of anti-Semitic attacks in New York City. Terrorist flags flood the streets while protesters openly call for America's destruction.
We have shut down New York City, and we will continue to.
Okay, none of this is Zohran. Where's Zohran? I don't even think Nardine likes Zohran. She's like pretty critical of Zohran. I got no issues with her though. Within our lifetime founder and leader, Nardine Kiswani, she's but I don't even think she fucks with Zohran like that.
Shut this city down.
Also, where are the terrorist flags?
We will turn your life into a nightmare.
Now, an extremist from within their ranks is running for mayor, Zohran Mamdani.
Wow. Look at this dangerous extremist standing up for New York, a city with a ton of immigrants, standing up for those immigrants, community members of New York, as an immigrant himself, standing up against Tom Homan, Donald Trump's monstrous border czar, Tom Homan. Wow. I can't believe it. He's so bad. Wow. He is such an extremist. He's so dangerous. He's so bad. Hey, by the way, this is the Democratic Party primary, you idiots. This is literally posting his W's. All right, let's see what else.
There are 3 critical reasons why Zohran Mamdani is not just unfit for office, but poses a serious threat to the very people he claims to serve. Number 1, Mamdani is affiliated with numerous terror-connected organizations that aim to transform New York City into a battleground.
But more important than that, I am someone who co-founded my college's first Students of Justice in Palestine.
As an underground.
Oh, wow. I can't believe he did that. That's really scared. That's scary. I'm scared. Wow. How dare he be on the right side of history and identify with, again, this is the Democratic Party primary for the record, I'm on the bus right now. Someone is blasting Ethan. I thought everyone was joking about his fan base being millennial women. No, there are definitely a lot of millennial white ladies who are in the fan base. Yeah, I can't believe that Zohran was on the right side of history and was literally a leader in this, okay, in this movement that, once again, 80% of Democratic Party voters agree with. Wow. I'm going to repeat this again. This is the Democratic Party primaries, okay? Literally, these guys are so stupid that they think that they're cutting like really scary, dangerous propaganda warning about Zohran to an audience that literally also agrees with Zohran on this
Grad at Bowdoin College in Maine, Mamdani co-founded a Students for Justice in Palestine chapter. This group openly supports Hamas, and its activists seek to overthrow the U.S. government.
We must organize at every level.
Mamdani participated in Within Our Lifetime rallies in New York City, which led to vandalism, traffic disruptions, and chaos. Within Our Lifetime also supports terror organizations and endorses violence towards the police.
We will invest in disturbing your peace.
Mamdani also proudly belongs to the Democratic Socialists of America, which demands dismantling the prison and policing systems.
No! Stop it.
Condemns U.S. imperialism and calls for Israel.
If you support this so much, why not openly fund the movement? Wait, what? Brother, I do. What? I don't know if you know this, but I flew out of pocket to New York to interview this guy that they're criticizing right now. We did like a 3-hour stream. And then also on top of that, we can't even do fundraisers for him because he's already maxed out on the donations. He already hit the funding cap. And as far as like funding pro-Palestinian movements, we also do that as well. Fundraised for charities working on the ground in Gaza to the tune of like 2 million, 3 million. Don't threaten me with a good time. I'll do it again. Yeah. Chowder's like, if you support this movement so much, why don't you live stream about how much you love this movement 8 hours a day, every single day, 7 days a week, and even go out and fundraise for this movement? How about you do that? I bet you would never do that, huh?
Israel's destruction.
Will you give up? Will you stop coming?
Following the October 7th massacre, the DSA promoted a rally endorsing Hamas's right to resist. Number 2, Mamdani comes from a family deeply rooted in anti-American activism and anti-Semitism. His father, Columbia professor Mahmoud Mamdani, equates both America and Israel with Nazis and demands that Israel should be destroyed.
Awesome. Again, the coolest and most correct position. Damn, sick.
The Jewish people, they arrived at what I would call a neo-Nazi solution.
Number 3, Mamdani is a dangerous extremist himself.
Are we ready to fight back?
The day after the
One of the funniest aspects of like Israel defense is simultaneously literally saying that you are anti-Semitic if you don't believe that Israel has to exist as a Nazi state, but then also complaining when people go, hey man, what you just required me to say sounds a lot like you're a Nazi in defense of Nazi positions. And they go, whoa, 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 what is this anti-Semitism? It's like an impossible position. If you don't believe in Jewish ethno-religious supremacy in an apartheid state, you're anti-Semitic. And if you say, wow, you guys want to do Jewish ethno-religious supremacist apartheid and an ethnic cleansing, then you're also anti-Semitic. It's like the expectation is you have to give unlimited money to Israel and never talk about it unless you're just saying they deserve more money. Okay? Hey, just tuned in. Are we watching a pro-Mamdani ad? Yeah.
The October 7th massacre in Israel, Mamdani publicly called for Israel's dismantling. In the weeks that followed, he joined anti-Israel protests and blocked traffic outside Senator Chuck Schumer's home, resulting in...
Chuck Schumer. Oh, no. No, not Chuck Schumer. You mean the least popular politician in the country? Wow. Wow. Even amongst Democrats. He's the least popular Democrat amongst Democrats. Who is this for? Lovers of Chuck Schumer and Israel? I don't even think lovers of Israel like Chuck Schumer that much. He has no constituency remaining. Canary Mission is now stating Zohran Mamdani is not only not only on board with the overwhelming majority position amongst the Democratic Party, but is also against the least popular politician that is seen as an ineffective leader within the Democratic Party. Okay, sick.
His arrest for disorderly conduct.
We have to take every action in front of us.
Mamdani built his short.
Yeah, Chuck Schumer's approval ratings are so in the gutter that even the fictional family he invented in his mind, the Baileys, don't even with him anymore. Okay,